Hello, guys. Welcome to the very first episode of my podcast entitled Life Talks with Aubrey Nichole. Thank you for tuning in and taking interest in listening to this episode. So, what is the podcast all about? Basically, I envision making this podcast as a way to help and give advice to all of you who in one way or another want to learn something, solve a problem, or need advice and tips on certain matters. From life, love, relationship, friendships, career, and many more, I got you. I will give you a daily dose of fun, interesting, helpful, and awesome episodes that you will surely like and learn. So, are you ready for this amazing and fun journey? Don't worry, sit back, relax, and listen. I call it #LoveTalks since our topic is about love. You will notice that each different topic I will be discussing in my next other episodes will have its own hashtags and sections. So our topic for today is 10 things I learned about love and relationship. These are the things that I've gone to realize and experience in life and in love. Love is a wonderful feeling. It brings out the best and at times the worst in you. They say love is a very, very interesting and mysterious journey. But every destination and walk you take has its challenges, highs and lows, or smiles and cries. But love in general makes us complete, happy, and a part of it shapes who we are and who we will become. Let me share you these lessons I learned on love and relationship on today's episode. Do you want to do podcasts, or you're interested in expressing your ideas and perspectives, or sharing with other people your hobbies and interests? If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number 1, it's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Isn't it great? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting for? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, so learning number 1. Love can be measured, seen, and felt in many ways. People have different ways of expressing how they feel, may it be physical, material, or acts of service. We have to be open and be aware of their so-called love language, which I will be discussing in another episode. Each one of us is unique, special, and different. Therefore, we have diverse ways to show how important someone is in our lives, right? Some of them are expressive and others are not so expressive. There are some people that are very vocal and verbal on expressing how they feel or on how much they love their girlfriend or boyfriend, but some are very silent and just doing some actions to show how important their partner is to them. We also need to be appreciative of the efforts that we receive from them and vice versa. Different people, different personalities, and we as their partner, girlfriend or boyfriend, husband or wife should be aware of what way specifically they want the most in terms of expression of love. Some may want flowers, gifts, vacation, travel, chocolates, while some of them needs a tight hug after a long, tiring, and stressful day at work. So it basically depends on the person, and we have to know that. Learning number 2, love is not always a bed of roses. Love is not always perfect. Love is a whirlwind of emotion, and it's a roller coaster ride. There will surely be a lot of ups and downs in a relationship. Like, let's say, arguments, misunderstanding, clashes, quarrels. It will happen anytime, anywhere. Smallest issue to the biggest arguments or topics. Even some random issue like how crispy the bacon should be, arrangements of furniture in the house, what movie to watch, or what restaurant to go to. There are indeed high and lows in terms of love. Though we may have a happy ever after happy ending, challenges are part of life. It will test us if how strong we are and how strong our relationship is. I always remember this advice that was given to me years ago. It said that when me and my husband Ricky encounter problems, the situation should not be me versus him, but rather it should be me and him versus the problem. We have to fight and solve these problems together. I repeat, together. Lesson number 3, we and together are two most important words and things to take note. So the word we and together are one of those two words that really will make an impact in a relationship. Romantic relationship is a two-way process. It involves two people that are in love, journeying and experiencing life together. It means you and your partner. So in certain things in life, some struggles, problems, or even chores and errands, you guys should always help one another and fix things together. In that way, there is a feeling of motivation and positivity that boosts each one of you to hold on and face challenges since you have each other. They said it takes two to tango, right? Imagine hearing, we can do this. Love, we are in this together. We can do this, I love you and we got this. Rather than, I can do it and I'm into it, I'm gonna solve this. When you know your partner is there for you through thick and thin, it gives you more inspiration, motivation, and the will to carry on life's struggles and adversities. Lesson number 4. Love is continuous, developing, and growing feeling. Relationship may have its phases and different levels, but we always need to remember that when you commit in a relationship, or especially marriage, it is a commitment. You have to dedicate yourself, your time, your effort, and strength to make it work. So the effort doesn't stop after you become a couple, or you started dating, or when you are still new into a relationship. Your relationship should grow and be tested through time and challenges, meaning every day always makes each other feel love, surprise your partner, bond with him or her, or explore new hobbies, games, and interests. Never stop showing and making them feel loved and appreciated, and always, always, always have something to look forward to, like a date, a movie night out, an event, a concert that you two will spend together in a new way. Lesson number 5. Respect and honesty is a must. Respect begets respect. This should always be one of the most important things in a relationship. May it be opinions, perspectives, beliefs, stances, or religion, you have to respect each other. All of us are unique, special individuals. Of course, none of us are alike or the same. We have different personalities, ideas, and interests. These differences at times can cause arguments and misunderstanding in the relationship. It is inevitable, yes, but it is fixable and solvable. Despite those differences and clashes, what matters most is you two could find a fine line to compromise it. If not, be patient enough to listen, understand, and recognize that new ideas or perspective is in one way another way for us to see life in a different perspective. Second is honesty in any aspect is important. I repeat, any aspect. This is something that makes or breaks a relationship. Your partner should always feel comfortable and secure in telling his or her secrets, problems, and he or she should be open to you in all matters. Honesty in feelings, in what you like, in what you don't like, in who you are and what you want. For example, let's say your partner said something that offended you or hurt you while you're having dinner, and he or she doesn't have any idea of that's something that he or she said that offended or hurt you. Maybe it's just a joke or it's a prank or a troll. But in order to fix this, you have to be open with your feelings and talk. Tell your partner, I want to be honest with you, I got sulky, sad, or offended with you and because of what you said, and then state the reason. This can solve your hard feelings that you keep, and this will also avoid this long ago issues that arose when you two exploded and argued, bringing back past memories that are long ago in a galaxy far away. Lol. So this is very important in a relationship, basically because openness and being honest can fix a lot of arguments and issues that causes breakups, misunderstanding, and make the relationship or the situation worst. So why not after this podcast you go to your partner, give them a tight hug or sweet kiss, text them, and show them how much you love him or her. It makes a difference, you'll see. Simple surprises like that will make them definitely happy. Alright, we have 5 lessons shared and 5 more to go. How about you guys? What are your realizations or learnings about love? If lesson number 5 is about respect and honesty, lesson number 6 is building and strengthening trust in the relationship. Everything in a relationship is partnered with trust. Trust is a big thing. When you love someone, you give your 100% trust to him or her. You also need to make your partner feel that you trust him. It will also make you feel secure, and it can be earned through actions and effort, not only by words. And of course, the consistency of your words and actions is also a must. It is not enough that you always verbally assured your partner that you are trustworthy and you will not do anything wrong. It should also be combined with actions. Take good care and value that trust, because once it's broken, it will never be the same again. Simple logic. Think of a sheet of paper. Clean, perfect, no broken parts, and not crumpled. And then all of a sudden, I write on it and splash ink on the paper and then crumpled it a little bit. It will never be the same again. I might try to use an eraser or correction tape, but you will always notice something happened to that paper. And when you see that, you're always reminded of what happened and how it happened. Just like the trust once broken, it's hard to be fixed or have it back as a whole. Lesson number 7, always allow each other to grow together and individually. As a married couple or dating or in a relationship in general, you and your partner will always be together and do a lot of activities and bonding moments together. Partners and best friends in a lot of ways, but in order for the both of you to better yourselves, there will always be a time that you need to give space to each other for individual growth. This could be hobbies, interests, talents, field of specialization, hanging out with friends, and the likes. This personal space allows both of you some time to be alone and grow as an individual or as a person. This is a very healthy way for a relationship because it also makes you both realize how important the time you have for each other, you both value and cherish it, and you miss each other as well. You also know how you act when you are with or without your partner. It also promotes independence, maturity, self-love, and self-growth, rather than neediness or being overly clingy to the point that you two get suffocated and used to each other in the relationship. Lesson number 8, communication is the key. Like what the saying goes, communication is the key to success. And yes, absolutely yes, communication plays a very vital role in a relationship. You two should be open and honest to each other. It's a two-way process, give and take, as well as to understand and be understood. Make your partner be aware of what you want, what you need, how you feel, and what are your dreams, fears, and apprehensions if there are any. And that way, both of you can know about each other and understand more. We communicate and talk to understand, and we understand because it makes the situation better and fix problems easier. It helps you express yourself and most especially connect to your partner at the same time. It will avoid arguments and hard hurt feelings that are unresolved. These unresolved issues and hard feelings can even be the cause of the breakup or the relationship to get worse. Lesson number 9, never go to bed with an argument or being angry. Our marriage life, since we are just starting and still learning, it is really evident that it's not perfect. We also argue, we have misunderstanding and different points of views. But what happens at the end of the day is we recognize our mistakes and try to work things out. My husband is the kind of person who wants to fix things as soon as possible, talk things out, and come to a compromise or solution. But on my side, I prefer to take few minutes or hours to settle down my emotions and calm myself so I will not say anything that is hurtful or something that I'm gonna be regretting at the end. So, what do? We meet halfway, compromise and understand. When we argue, I take a few minutes or an hour to calm down and process my thoughts and emotions. He waits and we talk. We always make sure we sort things out because the sooner you fix and understand things, the lesser negativity in terms of thoughts, what ifs, maybes, and anger building up. This is an advice that is most popular and most people give on Facebook posts or when they are asked what advices will you give to other people who are struggling in relationship. But of course, it depends on what problem or argument you had. It all depends on the both of you. Both of you should be willing to fix and solve it. When one is just the only one dedicated to or committed to solve these problems and the other one is not, well, this effort is futile. It's not gonna work if just one of you wants it to be resolved. It should be both parties. And lastly, lesson number 10. Love through good and bad times. Never ever give up. We are all humans. We have our own imperfections and flaws. It is given. It is human nature. Love is not always like a fairy tale where everything is happy and good. Although we hope and wish that it would be most of the time happy, there will always be some struggles. But what is important is that we love our partners through good and bad times, sickness and health, with or without makeups, sadness and happiness. Being in a relationship, you get to experience the best of both worlds. Laughters and tears, happiness and loneliness, highs and lows of life. We learn in each chapter of our lives like this. It's not easy, it's hard, but it's workable and manageable as long as we will have the will to keep on pushing forward. We are not there just because we are just partners. We also need to be their inspiration, strength, motivation, and even a friend where they can count on. You also take the role of a number one fan, a number one cheerleader on things he or she is passionate about, chef cooking what they want or what they crave for, fashion consultant on what clothes they can wear or suits them on an event, or even a game buddy playing Valorant or Counter-Strike. Many roles, but one reason why we are all here and we are willing to take those roles. It's all because we love them. Try going back on memory lane. Think of all the happy and funny and amazing marvelous memories you have with your partner. You feel the butterfly in your stomach, right? Suddenly it makes you smile. It makes you remember the funny times, the bloopers, the sweetness, and the simple things that he or she did that you really can never forget. How does it feel? Happy, right? Wonderful and unexplainable but amazing, isn't it? Well, that one is the love. You are one lucky person because you have love. So never give up. As they say, nobody said it was easy. All they said, it was worth it. Always pray for your married life or relationship. Don't forget to pray and continually make efforts to make your relationship happy, growing, and stable. And that is the 10 things I learned about love and relationship. I hope you guys learned and relate to the lessons I shared today. Catch me on my next episode. Please follow me on my Instagram, Facebook page, and Twitter for announcements of new topics. And feel free to send me a message on your learning about love or if you need advice. Wherever you are in the world, I am here to listen to you. This is Aubrey Nichole, signing off. Stay safe, everyone.